Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood natty here. My name is Matthew, and by the time this video goes up, it will be the 34th day of a 19-hour dry fast. So before we start, I just want to give kind of a quick consideration / warning. When it comes to fasting, it would be a good idea not to have any kind of eating disorder or unhealthy relationship with food. Neither case in the scenario for me, but if you're going through something like that, then I would say probably stay away from the idea or attempts of fasting until that is resolved. So, moving on, this is 19 hours dry fast. So originally, in my first video, I had kind of a 13+ hour water fast, so I could have water. This case, dry fasting, you can't have water at all. But going back to the the water fasting, 13 hours, I think it took me about 100 days in order to make that kind of normal for me. That started in August. It was 100 days from August 13, so it would have started back in May 2nd, 2022. After that video, I pretty much just kind of stayed on that, stayed on the 13-hour water fast, or dry fast. No, it was water fast, I'm sorry. And then eventually what happened was I kind of just pushed it one more hour, and so I stopped eating an hour earlier. So in that old schedule, I think it was, I gave up breakfast, but I was still eating lunch, dinner, and then the night raid. But the night raid, usually I stopped eating about 11 p.m., so that would have been 13 hours at noon. I just pulled it back 1 hour, stopped eating at 10 p.m., then I got 14 hours water fasting. And I stayed on that for, a couple months, several months. I kind of want to go back to the reason why I did this. So in the first video, it was mostly to cut costs for going to college. It didn't happen. Well, in that college anyways, I went to a different one, but it was for that. And then also my friend's financial irresponsibilities, having to cover him up to the tune of $6,700. And then also when I did kind of the Halloween photo shoot with the by CCO Robin costume, they did my measurements wrong. It was too tight. So, with those scenarios, I kind of just was like, well, I might as well stay on the fast, or fast even more, essentially. So that was kind of just, oh, it's a greater challenge, it's something else for me to try, how much further I can go. And it stayed at 14:10. So with fasting, you've kind of got the way that it's spoken to is like, 13, 11, 14, 10. So the number is always equal 24. And the first number is just how many hours fasted. And the second number is basically the eating window. So, 13, 11 would have been, 13 hours fast, and then I could eat within an 11-hour window. And then pushing it to 14-hour fast just gave 14:10. So, just a little bit less 1 hour of an eating window. Eventually, I was able to get to 18.6. 18.6. That required actually quite the transition. Basically, what happened was that I had to give up the night raid. I had to give up the night raid because it's very hard to get any hours past 14. Doing that. So basically, I just resolved the night raid has to go. The only thing I could really think of is just taking those calories that I was already eating at night and just move them within the at this point it would have been a 6-hour window. Just move it through there instead. So that's exactly what I did, and it was a little rough at first, but eventually I could do it. I could go, okay, 18.6. So now I don't eat past 6 p.m. I think originally was the time I set. So 6 p.m. would be the last time I ate food, and then I wouldn't eat anything all the way back until the next day, 12 p.m. That would have been 18 hours, and then of course I can eat again within 12 to 6, and that would have been 24, 18.6. So I did that for a while. That was kind of like the big change. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Some people tend to like just cut the food out completely, but I think you're just supposed to move the calories to your eating window to make it shorter. I think that was much better. Now, after 18.6, I kind of wanted to push it further than that. So I eventually kind of went 19.5. So basically it was just 1 more hour. Again, it's just eating 1 hour less. So instead of 12 to 6, 12 to 5. So that gave me 19.5. And then eventually I went dry, which means that there's no water at all during the 19-hour fast. And I did that. So just going back in conclusion, with the 18.6 water fast, I started that on June 4th, and that was succeeded on July 9th. And then with the 19.5 water fast, that started on June 9th, and that was completed on July 17. And these are 30 days. I'm doing these for 30 days. And then, of course, 30 days of 19.5 dry fast. That was started on July 1st, and that was done on completed on August 1st. So today is the 34th day, as I mentioned, when this video goes up, and I'm still doing it. I'm still on 19.5 dry. It hasn't gotten any more difficult. Oh, there's some days. There's some days where it's like, man, it'd be nice to have some food right now. But I would say it's going pretty well. In regards to diet, I talked about diet a little bit in my last video before this. My diet's gotten a lot better. It's a lot better. I have one right now where it's completely set up. I just have to start. I think next week is when I'm going to start with it, getting the materials for it. I've counted out all the calories. I know exactly what I'm going to eat, every day, day by day. For Monday and Thursday, it's 2 cups of milk. Then I make a stir fry, 2 peanut butter sandwiches, and then the protein shake. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday is oatmeal with milk instead of water. Tofu ramen, cereal and milk, and then protein shake. Saturday and Sunday is 1 cup of milk, 3 egg omelet. It's an Elio's 5 cheese pizza, just 3 slices. Cereal and milk and protein shake. And so I think Monday and Thursday is really heavy. That's about 1567 calories. Tuesday and Wednesday is like 1450. And then I think Saturday and Sunday is 1422. So, Monday, Thursday is a little heavy, Saturday, Sunday is a little light, but the daily caloric average is about 1487. So it's kind of exactly where I want to be, about 1600 calories a day. In regards to tips about starting fasting, things like that, the water fast is absolutely the first thing you want to do. I think it's going to take quite a while if you ever wanted to go dry fast, no water, but the body does adjust. It does adjust. It takes some time. It'll get there, but you got to be, very patient with it. Don't cut anything out. I think that was my first mistake. And when I did the 13-hour fast and I tried 18, my mistake was that I cut food out. I cut calories out. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. You do need calories to function. And so what I would say is that if I could go back in time, I would say, okay, I want to do change 13.11 to 18.6. Just move the food into the eating window, and the 6-hour eating window, done. 18.6, no problem. So that's really the only mistake I made, I would say. Also having a consistent diet, just so you know exactly what you're eating, because some people, they'll do fasting and they'll kind of be like, you can eat anything in the fasting window, and that's technically true, but given that the human stomach can expand, it's very easy to overeat, do too much, and then obviously gain weight. So, it may take a while, but you do got to get to the phase where you're kind of like counting calories and everything like that, which, believe me, I wasn't like that in the beginning, but as time went on, it's kind of like, I kind of want to know how much and exactly what I'm putting in my body. And so I think that really helps too, just to prevent overeating, because I think it's pretty easy to do if you take it at face value and just, I can eat whatever I want in the eating window type of mindset, Next, in regards to counting your fasting time, fasting hours, keep in mind that it does include sleep. And so I think that if you want to go for long hours after 8, you really do want to probably skip breakfast, or not skip breakfast, but move those calories later on in the day, just so you get kind of an extended fasting hour. I think that'd be very hard to do if you didn't do that. And I think most people suggest that too. So next we have, my computer will work here, future plans. So right now, I think possibly next week actually, I may just do OMAD or 23-1, which is 1 meal a day. That would obviously be stuffing all 1,500 calories one time in dinner. The reason why is because I think my diet is kind of set up now. I kind of know, everything exactly what I'm going to eat, so there's no surprises. Another thing too is that my job, my client list is getting very heavy. I think it's about 25-30 people right now, and I think my Thursday is becoming a day where I can't really have lunch because I'm just meeting clients all day. And so I thought, okay, well, if I do this now, right, if I get this started and I get used to it, then obviously I can perform at work no problem, and it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So maybe it's a sign from from the good Lord, it's time to go OMAD. But yes, that is something that I'm strongly considering. Of course, I would be water fast with that. Drink lots and lots of water. Now, as far as, you have to get your electrolytes, I think it's after 24 hours. If you're fasting longer than 24 hours, then you want the electrolytes. I know I'm playing pretty dangerous right there, but I'm going to say I probably don't need it yet. And if I do well on 23-1, then honestly, the next step is 43 hours. It's a 43-hour fast. And I've selected Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday to do that. So there's a day where pretty much close to a day where you don't eat any food at all. That would be water fast first, of course, step one. And then if I somehow completed that, no problem, I would obviously go dry fast for that too. And the 43-hour fast, why is it just Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday? It's because Monday and Wednesday are my kickboxing days, and then Saturday is my gym day. So I just feel like I should probably eat food. I should probably eat food on the days that I train, which would be that Monday, that Wednesday, and I believe that Saturday. Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna eat food on those days because I gotta train. You know what I mean? Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I don't train. I just film YouTube. That's a good time to go ahead and get those, a majority of those 43-hour fasts in. Let me see, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep, that's good. And then if I'm able to defeat that, then the next step would actually be a 47-hour water fast. And again, it'd be the same days, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And then if I beat that, it would be a 47-hour dry fast. And I honestly don't know if I would do anything else after that. I've heard people doing 2 to 3 to 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 7-day water fasts, and I don't doubt them. I think that's pretty amazing if they can do that. But 47 sounds pretty good to me, because I think it's going to be a long time before I even get used to like 23-1 or OMAD as kind of my regular diet. But it's only after that, because I'm thinking several months I'll be able to do that. And then maybe just for fun, I might try the 43-hour water fast. And again, this is looking way in the future. You can't really push something like this super quickly. It takes a long time. Even the 13-hour water fast, that took 100 days, before my body kind of adjusted to it, accepted it, and was able to handle it no problem. Now, of course, with the 43 hours and 47-hour fasts, you do need to have electrolytes. I've looked a little bit of research about that, so there's talk about people using salt water. Honestly, I can see myself doing more of like just eat 4 grams of salt and then drink water after that. I think I'm more likely to do that. I think you need 4 grams of salt a day. Well, I guess in my case it'd only be 1 day, but yeah, that's how it's going. That's how it's been. 19.5 dry currently. Hoping to go 23-1 next week, but you know, I'm not going to be hard on myself if I can't do it. I'll just come back to 19.5 dry. Maybe 2, 3, 4 months later, I'll be able to reach the next step. So that's it. That's all. I just wanted to make kind of a quick update video on how my fasting's been doing. If you guys have any questions, comments, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Okay? Bye now.
You learned martial arts. Martial arts, good.